I've been having a lot of trouble making this video because I didn't want to seem like I was bandwagoning or that I don't know. You know, I feel guilty. When I saw what happened to Charlie Kirk, I was um I was blown away. I was flabbergasted. It I've seen some fucked up shit in my life, but I never seen something like that before. And after I watched the video on X, because I couldn't, it felt wrong not to see it on some level because Charlie had to live it. You know what I mean? And I think on some level, if you don't see it, you can't really understand the severity. Like, we all talk about gun violence and what it does to people, but not everybody has seen what happens when someone is shot with a gun. And then I saw the way the left reacted, the way they celebrated this man, his father, his husband, this son, this person who people had built a relationship with over a lifetime, lose his life. And people were joyous. They were dancing. They were having little snacks. People are out here calling for the shit to happen to his wife. And they say it's because he's a racist and a homophobe and a transphobe, and he's so hateful. After I saw the footage, the literal next video I saw was someone celebrating. And then the next one was someone trying to justify because he was hateful and racist. So I had to see him being hateful and racist then, because obviously there's proof, right? So I searched it up. I tried to find that hateful, racist, homophobic, transphobic rhetoric, that he was pushing. And I couldn't find it. I looked. You think it'd be out there. You think it'd be easy to find, right? If he's so racist, if he's so homophobic, if he's constantly spouting all of this hate, it should have been nothing for me to find it. And I couldn't find it. I couldn't find anything to justify that man being shot in his neck and his life being taken in front of his family, his wife and children. His daughter, who, when she heard the gunshot, she was afraid because she didn't know what it was, and she ran to her daddy because he's the only one she felt safe to run to in that moment. And he was dead. He was already dead. That bullet took his life, right? There's no fucking way he wasn't dead before he hit the ground, right? I couldn't find it. I just saw somebody who listened, and he willingly gave people he disagreed with a platform to speak their ideas and to defend them in the court of public opinion. I didn't see a racist. I didn't see an LGBTQIA plus phobe. Just a man with nuanced ideas who believed in them enough to travel the country and risk his life and well-being to debate those ideas, to test those ideas, to maybe be convinced otherwise, because that's the point of a debate, of an open discussion, is to maybe be proved wrong, because you learn a new thing, right? A lot of people who know me would consider me to be a far leftist, right? I hold a lot of beliefs that Charlie Kirk probably disagreed with. And I don't know if I'll be able to let go of some of them, right? There are going to be some things where I'm still going to be on the left about, right? Like, and I'm not going to get into that right now because that's not what this is about. But after what I saw, I can't be a leftist anymore. I'll never vote Democrat again. I live in Michigan, so we don't register as one or the other. We just register to vote. But if I could register as a Republican, I would register as a Republican. In 2026, I'll be voting for every Republican on the ticket. In 2028, if Trump runs for a third term, I will vote and support that third term. I will make it my mission. It is, I'm not will make it. It is now my mission to make sure I'm going to donate my time to the Republican Party and canvas, because I have I've done stuff like that in the past. Despicable. And I can't be on the left anymore. I can't be a Democrat anymore, because I can't constantly be wondering while I'm standing on the left, is this person I'm standing next to someone who celebrates political violence? Someone who isn't afraid to attack what it truly means to be an American, like the foundation of what it means to be an American. Another thing I found, which I really wasn't expecting, I never thought it would be a thing that I would find. While I was looking for hate for this horrible rhetoric, was Charlie's love for Jesus Christ and his devotion to being a good Christian. And even if he disagreed with you, he still cared enough to wish you the best and to hope that you found better in your life, that you made your way back to Jesus, because Jesus Christ loves you, right? And when I heard him say this over and over again, I was overwhelmed with emotion. I felt things in my heart that I haven't felt in really ever, right? And I realized that I want to experience that love, right? I want to be that kind of person who devotes their life to the church and the community and really helps people and does it in the name of something real and good, right? Like I'm giving up atheism, and I am accepting Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. and I accept him into my heart. And I'm gonna start going to church and really trying to make change instead of just fucking talking about it, right? Like everybody else on the left does. They just fucking talk about it. They pay lip service to things that could actually elicit change in this country and then fucking do nothing for it, right? And I wasn't looking for that. It was never a thing that I thought I would ever find, or that I would ever even begin to wanna think about. But it was like a lightning rod to my heart when I saw the left and Democrats and the way they reacted and they celebrated this man's death over what he believed. There's been some contention about the shooter and whether or not he was a leftist or he was on the right or or he was on no side. The fact of the matter is, no matter what, he killed Charlie Kirk for what Charlie believed in. He killed him because Charlie was eloquent and he made good arguments. And he wasn't easily defeated in an argument. And I'm sure he's probably afraid of Charlie for that reason. Because when your beliefs and your arguments are weak, you see someone with strong beliefs and strong arguments as a threat, as a threat to your well-being. And if you're dumb enough, you will take that person's life. And I feel like that's what happened. I believe he was on the left. There's a lot of evidence pointing to it. His parents said it. His friends said it. His roommate said it. His roommate was trans. Do you think somebody on the right is gonna date a trans woman? I don't think so. Right? And then why would somebody on the right carve fascist shit into a cartridge, right? That doesn't make sense either. That's fucking nonsense. The left, the Democrats who stick around, you know, if there are people who weren't calling for that, were calling for violence or celebrating Charlie's death, you gotta recognize that like there are consequences that come along with the actions of this week. And people all around the country are gonna learn lessons. They're gonna learn the hard lesson that if you fuck around long enough, eventually you're gonna find out. The Democratic Party is dead. The TQIA plus is drowning the LGB. Gay marriage is at risk. I'll say it again. Gay marriage is at risk, and the TQIA plus is the reason. Social policies and open borders are drowning the Democratic Party. They aren't fixing real economic issues in this country. It's just distracting us from them. It's got us at each other's necks, our throats, literally. So we don't try to change anything for the better. We don't try to better policy so it helps Americans, actual Americans who can't afford a $400 fucking emergency, or homeless Americans, because we got a bunch of those. There's a homelessness epidemic. You know what I mean? Um, and the social policies and the allowance of immigrants to illegally run rampant in our country, and then offer them money and shit. You know what I mean? Instead of like helping homeless people. That's fucking. It's killing your party. And I guess this is my goodbye to the Democrats. And my good luck to you, because there's a storm on the horizon, and you haven't done fuck all to prepare, and you think you're on the right side of history. And for the longest time, I did too. But seeing the way you reacted to Charlie Kirk's death, the way you've called for death to his family and to other people who kind of believed the same things that he believed in, or who were on Charlie's side, and who were sincerely fighting the battle that Charlie was fighting. Um, I really hope you find your way. I hope you figure things out. Um, I'm gonna be laughing when you lose your job, when you lose your lives, your family. Not literally your lives, not like you get killed, but like metaphorically, you lose your families, and the people that your friends and the people you thought were gonna be there for you. And then when you lose all of that, I'm going to be there laughing, because you were laughing and dancing while a man was dying. So fuck you and suck shit, you sorry motherfuckers. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, because you killed your political movement. Yeah. Suck shit.